annoying. So I've gotten a lot of specific requests for my newest cosplay, well, newest, filming this now, is Punk Janus. And I thought, why not make a tutorial to actually answer your questions and tell you how I made my cosplay. The process of making this jacket was hard and long. My light just went out. Farts.
The next day.
This cosplay was probably one of the funnest I've done in a long time because it involves so much creativity and yeah, it's just a lot of fun to do, and the outfit looks cool and I feel cool in it. And of course I was absolutely inspired by MX Undead Rainbow. Their Punk Remus and Punk Virgil is so good. And when I saw the original Punk Remus, I knew I needed to do a Janus version of it. So definitely make sure to check out them. They are amazing. They do such good cosplays. They do Set Asides, My Hero Academia, and so much more. Also note, I filmed and made this costume before putting others first. So meaning when I'm speaking of Janus, I'll be using Deceit instead of Janus since I didn't know their name at the time. But yeah, let's get into it. For this video, I actually did try to film myself in the progress of this. Again, keyword tried. So the research for this cosplay. Cosplay usually does require a lot of research, but for the specific one, it was a lot more than usual because I was creating a whole new design based off a character's look. Basically, I did a lot of preparation for this. So one of the first ideas I did have for my jacket is some sort of snake wrapped around Janus because, of course, Janus is a snake. So yeah, I wanted some sort of main centerpiece, and the snake wrapped around the jacket was a pretty good idea in my head. Mainly inspired by, surprisingly, Gucci, I think. So yeah, with that was a bit hard to paint with since I used acrylic paint instead of fabric paint. It's hard to tell which one to use. In this entire jacket, I did use acrylic paint when painting on the jacket specifically, but that was mainly because I found out another time when I was painting a jacket that fabric paint and jean type fabric can be a bit, how do I put the word? Sticky? So yeah, basically with the fabric paint, I painted the entire long snake. I also added these drippy glow things on the front pockets because they looked cool. Also, just like casually watching Jack while trying to work. And once the snake and the glowy stuff dried, it was time for the patches. The patches were really fun to make. Obviously, a lot of my patches were from online. Some of them my own, I think only one. But yeah, the patches were either me looking up inspiration from normal punk jackets or even quotes or things related to Janus. But yeah, basically I started off by trying to look at aesthetics and inspiration for what Deceit might like. The main thing that I wrote in this is basically snakes. I wrote some quotes of his like, who's she, never heard of her, and what you don't know can hurt you. That's probably one of my favorite lines of Deceit. And just a whole bunch of random stuff that reminded me of Deceit but also would look nice on a jacket. Such as quotes, the dark sides, and just anything aesthetically that would fit the character. Some of them I use black fabric, white fabric just to mix it up more and make them all stand out. But with that I did use fabric paint instead of acrylic paint because again it's much more easy to use fabric paint on actual fabric than jeans. That makes sense. And while sewing on the patches as well, I messily put the opposite color of the original patch onto the jacket. Just to make it a little bit more messy because that's what punk design kind of is. And also it's kind of a little ambiance to Virgil's messy patches on his hoodie. So yeah. But yeah, basically adding the patches messily all around the front and back of the jacket. Even though you can't really see the back of the jacket in my videos, I still wanted to add it because punk. Or if I ever wanted to wear it outside. Along with the patches, I also did badges as well. There is a difference. With the badges, again, just getting inspiration offline and then some stuff related to Janus. For example, one of the badges is of a design from Thomas on Janus's sweater. And I also just added my own little bits, stuff that I'm a fan of. I don't know, Bill Cipher. He does not escape me. In the case of where I got my badges is I just basically took some old badges that I had that I never really used. I painted them over white first and then added the color and detail just to make sure the design was present. For this jacket, I really did want to make it look like something Janus would wear. So one thing that was similar to the original costume that Janus wears was the lining on his collar. They're also on the end of the jackets as well. I don't think it's technically on the original, but it makes it stand out more. And to make the jacket more punk-ish, I also added a couple of safety pins and of course spikes. I didn't want the spikes to be too big because they might be a bit hard to wear, so I only bought small ones from Wish just to put around the collar. And to really make it a Janus inspired outfit, I of course had to put the logo on the back of the jacket also. This one was a bit harder to paint. Again, I used fabric paint, but it was just a lot more bigger design and a lot more detail to it. But I think it turned really good in the end. And again, on the back, also adding the gooey effects because they stand out more and make it look cool. But yeah, I think that's it. Overall, this cosplay was really, really fun to do, and I kind of do want to make more punk-inspired looks. But if you want me to do more of these types of looks or even other cosplays, you can tell me. This cosplay was so much fun to just wear and embody, and I'm really, really glad that you guys all enjoy it. It makes me feel really, really confident and just punk and cool. I don't know what these are. But yeah, I'm really glad you guys enjoy it. But yeah, I hope this answered your questions on how I kind of constructed my look. And with all that, I will see you guys later. Peace out. Oh, I just did that.